All or nothing mentality can also be synonymous with black or white thinking. And essentially, it's when we look at things as either this or that. It's either the highs and the passion and the intoxication of relationships, and that's kind of the good thing we should be striving for, or it's the fighting, the drama, the doubt, and we look at these things as bad or wrong. And this viewpoint looks at relationships in all or nothing, black or white terms. You're kind of with that safe, boring person, or you're with your soulmate. You're either settling or you are having this life where you get to live out your wildest dreams, right? And it's such extreme ends of things. You're either with your mate or you're with the wrong person, right? So part of the challenge with all or nothing mentality when it comes to love and relationships is a lot of times instead of all or nothing, it's both and. Like there's going to be moments of passion and moments of boredom. There's going to be moments where you feel like you're comfortable or safe, and moments where you feel like there is mystery or you don't know what's coming. There is going to be some part of you that inevitably settles in a relationship because settling means that you are making a decision and you're deciding to move forward. And there's also part of you that in settling can live out your dreams and create a fulfilling relationship. And there's going to be moments of more confidence in your relationship, but also moments of doubt, right? And so this all or nothing mentality can come out a lot in books or in movies or really in a lot of places in our culture. And it's one of the main things that I notice when a new client comes in to work with me. It's like they are very caught up in the black or white thinking. And I'm guilty of this myself, of course. But I know that I have made a lot of progress in this because I know that I can kind of catch myself looking at the middle ground of something like, I wonder what other possibilities could be instead of this or that type thinking. So, part of the risk of relationships and part of the risk of love is not knowing if you're making the right choice. And part of the risk of committing to a partner is taking a leap of faith. And I think what these books unintentionally do with the all or nothing mentality is like, it's the when you found your soulmate, you're with your mate. This is the right decision. The other relationships would be wrong or bad for you. And it kind of removes that leap of faith. It almost tries to paint this picture of 100% certainty, 100% confidence, 100% clarity that you're with the right person. And so when it's like a fantasy book, for example, and they have a mate, then you don't have to have that guesswork of, should I be with this person or not? And it feels like you just get to jump into that happily ever after. But of course, a lot of the times the book ends like at the happily ever after, and we don't really know what happens for the rest of these people's lives. It's just like a 6 to 9 month glimpse into their world. If that, sometimes it's like the book is like 2 weeks long. So I think that the books a lot of time paint this all or nothing picture of love and relationships when really relationships take place in that middle ground, in the ambiguity, in the not knowing how life is going to play out, in the balance of some days feeling really great and other days feeling really challenging. And a lot of that doesn't make the book because it's so focused on these big moments of highs or like the really hard lows that you're not getting to see a lot of that middle ground and the gray area that is part of being human. So that's really important to keep in mind. And as you're reading these books, I'm not saying that you should be analyzing everything that's coming up in the book because you're trying to get away from that, right? But if you start noticing some of these patterns, like whenever I watch a movie now, I'm kind of noticing like, oh, here's the typical storyline playing out. Or in a book, it's like unless now I'm kind of into psychological thrillers, which are like completely out of nowhere, there's a twist. But a lot of the rom-com books are pretty predictable. And it's because this story has been told time and time again. So I'm not saying again to analyze things as you're reading or watching them, but you'll start noticing there's like a lot of all or nothing mentality in the world when it comes to love and relationships if you keep an eye out for it.